Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to all the Virgos out there. If you are a Virgo sun, moon, rising, or north node, this is your tarot reading for the upcoming month of, I almost said January. We're at March now, of March of 2025. And in case any of you are interested, I will be using my Midnight Magic Mushroom Tarot deck. I adore this deck. I've had it for quite a while, and just the colors, the symbolism, everything is beautiful. I love it so much, and you guys will too, I'm sure. So, with all of that said, let's see what Virgo has in store for March. All right, Virgo. So, the first card we had fall out was the Seven of Wands, represented by the Eternal Light Mushroom. Love that. Then we had the Tower reversed, which, if I remember correctly, you guys got this in the last month as well, also reversed. And this one is the Yellow Netted Stinkhorn. We have the Fool with Chicken of the Woods and a nice little sly fox in there. The Four of Pentacles, the King Oyster. The Star, Golden Reishi. Oh, Star reversed, excuse me. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles reverse with Green Elf Cup. And the Queen of Pentacles, Elegant Earth Star. She almost fell out while I was shuffling, but didn't quite. And I said if she's meant to be out, she will be out. And here she is. And she offers quite a bit of like a good omen with this spread. So Virgo, you've been in the soup for quite some time. You have been in the soup, and like I said, you had the Tower reverse in your last reading as well. And it's because, or was that Capricorn? I don't remember. I think it was Capricorn. But Virgo, you guys have also been in the soup for quite a few months now. I remember a couple months ago, you were in a place where you didn't want to be, but not making the changes. And then the month after that, you started making the changes, but it wasn't exactly what you wanted. And it just feels like you've been trying to find your footing for quite some time now. And just, you feel like you keep coming up short. You feel like there's like almost like you're cursed is what wants to come through. You feel like there's something that's like purposely holding you in place, or purposely like navigating you in a way that like you might think is right at the time, but then you get there and you're like, this again, like the same thing in a different font. But ultimately, where you are with it's I'm sorry to say it, it's where you need to be. And it's leading you to this new beginning. It is leading you to a brand new beginning that actually it is leading you to a new beginning that will offer stability. But Virgo, I'm so sorry. But it's not going to be without challenge. It's not going to be without challenge. And perhaps because the Seven of Wands and the Tower reverse came out before all of the other cards, came out before the Fool, etc., etc., there's going to be some sort of deceit that I think is going to force this slow burning change on you. Or even like emphasize paranoia with where you are now, which is going to cause you to start to change your circumstances again, where you are in the present again. And then that's going to lead to a new beginning. But ultimately, you're making the choice. You're making the choice to start anew. And it's not like, especially with everything that's happened, not only throughout your life, but especially the last few months, you're not going into this new beginning with any semblance of hope that things will be different, because again, you've been dealing with more of the same thing in a different font, over and over and over again. But I think this lack of faith and this lack of confidence in what can show itself to be anew is actually what's holding you back from tapping into the brilliance of the Star upright. Again, the Star was reversed here. It's what's holding you back from finding the strength and the energy to collaborate with people that could actually get you on a path that you want to be on. I think you've been scorned too many times, or you got your work was like somebody took credit for your work too many times, or like you have this natural distrust. And this is especially in the workplace, but this could go outside of the workplace as well. You have this natural instinct to distrust people off the bat because of what you've been through. And that's actually preventing you from tapping into the brilliance that can await you, and the brilliance of the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Because the bottom of the deck, it's underlying energy. So how can we sift through what is in front of us to tap into this underlying energy? And that's what it is. That's what it is. You're holding on too tightly to, honestly, this is like a coping mechanism of you recognizing that you're off on a new start. And it's like, if you guys play GTA or know the meme of Franklin like walking forward and he's like, oh shit, here we go again. Like, that's the energy you're going with. Even recognizing that you're on the precipice of something new, you're still carrying the weight of like your old circumstances. And you're holding on to, with like a tight grip, you're holding on to the past so like prevalently that you're not giving yourself the space to breathe. And you're not giving this new opportunity the space to turn into the fulfillment it can turn into, the growth it can turn into for you, the newness it can welcome you. And the thing about the repeated patterns in our life is it has nothing to do with our external circumstances. It has everything to do with how we feel internally, how we feel about it, how we move through these external circumstances. So, let's say you went to a school and you were relentlessly bullied to the point where you actually had to change schools. You go to this new school. This new school could have the nicest people in the world. It could just be incredible, but there's still that trauma of being bullied from your previous school. And so you move to this new school still carrying the weight of that trauma. And you are going to project that insecurity outward again. You're going to project the distrust of the people around you. You're going to project, maybe you will be mean to them first, because if I'm mean to them, I don't give them the opportunity to hurt me. And so you're actually like putting this barrier of what you think is protection around you. But ultimately, it's just a bunch of like fluff that is preventing you from being able to actually like stretch your arms out and not only welcome in this newness, but be welcomed by that newness as well. And again, there is opportunity for collaboration where you will get the credit that you deserve, and you will find the growth, and you will have the stability of it, but you're not allowing yourself to tap into that because you're still carrying the weight of the disappointment or the anger or the fill in the blank that the previous circumstances left you with. But ultimately, if you just shift your perspective a little bit, if you learn to let go of this Four of Pentacles energy, this energy of like gripping onto what doesn't actually serve you. And what's interesting is in this spread, the Four of Pentacles came out right under the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands can represent deceit. So the thing you are holding on to is actually just like a self-deceptive thing where you're holding on to this expectation going into this new beginning. And it's precisely like you are deceiving yourself with this because you're expecting this new thing to be just like the old thing or the previous 18 things, but you're ultimately deceiving yourself in that idea. You're deceiving yourself there, and you're actually preventing yourself from growing with this new thing, from tapping into again. And I keep mentioning collaboration because Three of Pentacles upright is a brilliant card in terms of people coming together to share their ideas, share their genius to create something anew, something that they wouldn't have been able to create individually, because it takes all of the shared minds, all of the shared passions, all of the shared resources to make this thing. But again, the Three of Pentacles was reverse. But it's just a change in perspective. It's you letting go of the past. You letting go of the disappointment. You letting go of whatever you are carrying with you from that previous circumstances. learning to trust and lean into collaboration with others. And ultimately, your ability to open yourself up to this new beginning is going to allow this energy to turn upright. The star is just like creative abundance. It's spiritual connection. It's like you are tapped into both the spiritual realm and the physical realm. So not only are you tapped in, you are able to tap into the sacred creativity that will help you in collaboration with others to create something that's brilliant. That's brilliant and can really lead you to this Queen of Pentacles energy. This energy of stability and financial growth. And even Queen of Pentacles is also like your status. It's like your reputation almost. So you holding so tightly to these things of the past, these feelings of the past, these past relationships, jobs, coworkers, whatever, is preventing you from tapping into the brilliance, your ability to be seen for your brilliance in your wider spheres. And if this is with a job, it's preventing you from being seen in a very positive light by the people that can get you promoted to the job that you actually really want to acquire down the line, if it's a 5-year plan. Even if it's not a job, if it just has to do with friendship and relationship and connection and community and whatever it may be, you holding on to the hurts and pains of the past and deceiving yourself, saying it's just going to be more of the same, is preventing you from finding the relationships that will bring so much fulfillment, finding the relationships that will help you tap into the same divine creative energy that can help you collaborate with others to make something brilliant that could really change the world. Like these energies together, it's like it's monumental. It's very big energy, but it's welcoming in collaboration with others to create that, because it's not something you can create by yourself, because it takes a village. It takes a village. But you need to release these expectations, and you need to release what you learned in the past, which is going to take healing. It's going to take humility, but it's so possible. And this is waiting for you. Financial abundance, security, freedom to do what you want to do, freedom to be seen how you actually see yourself, Virgo. It's on the other side of you releasing what you learned to be like business as usual in the past, because this is not business as usual. This is something new. This is truly something new. Finally, this is something new for you that is going to offer real change, real connection, real growth, real stability, real fulfillment, real creativity. But you just need to let go of the expectations that you have that tell you this is more of the same. So the first card that came out was the Queen of Swords. So we have Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. Oh yeah, and at the bottom, let me get there, hold on. And then we had the Hangman. We have Death. And then, so Death did come out. And then at the bottom of the deck, Death was at the bottom of the deck. But I went to pull off Death from the bottom of the deck. And holy moly. Okay. I'll get there in a second. I went to pull off Death from the bottom of the deck, and 3 cards fell off, revealing the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. And then underneath Death, the 3 cards were Death, the Chariot, and the Page of Swords. And then underneath the Queen of Wands is the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So not only did we have the Fool, we have 2 aces. So that's 3 cards of new beginnings. Ace of Cups specifically, beginnings that can lead to emotional fulfillment. Ace of Swords, beginnings that can lead to like you using your brain to its fullest capacity. You allowing yourself the opportunity to use, and with Ace of Swords and Cups together, it's combining logic with creativity. Logic, it's like the mind and the heart coming together for this new beginning. And again, we had the Fool first. So, King of Cups, total emotional fulfillment. The sense of being very stable, not only because we talked about stability with the Queen of Pentacles, not only in your physical realm, but internally. You feeling stable about where you are, where you like how you are showing up in the world. And also like it's a really deep card of emotional wisdom, empathy, being able to tap into others in that sense. Queen of Wands, listening to your intuition and trusting the magic that can be brought to you through your intuition. And it's allowing the urges of the body the urges of the intuition to override the overthinking of the mind. The overthinking telling you that this is more of the same, and trusting your body to lead you, and trusting your body enough to not let your mind take over in that sense. Then death, rapid transformation, deep transformation, which we already talked about. The Chariot, moving forward towards your ultimate destiny, along your journey to gain the wisdom, to have the perspective, because the Chariot, you're literally sitting in a chariot, so it's not like you're driving. You're able to see what's around you, to be able to grip onto what you think would help you grow ultimately. The Hanged Man, having patience with the process. And this is an interesting combination, the Chariot and the Hanged Man, because the Hanged Man has nowhere to go. He's literally hanging upside down by one foot. And so he just has to sit and reflect. But I love that I just mentioned that about the Chariot as well, where you're not driving, like you are being pulled in a chariot, so you have the opportunity to look around. So there is a wisdom in tapping into both of these energies together. There's a wisdom in understanding that I am sitting in this chariot and this chariot is guiding me. And although I am moving, I am meant to sit and reflect and look out and just be with myself in this energy. So the more you are able to sit and reflect and be, the quicker you're going to get to where you're going. Which is interesting. Which is very interesting. So this is just, all of these cards that just fell out are so ridiculously powerful, Virgo. So ridiculously powerful. We have 3 queens. We have 2 aces. We have the Fool. We have the Tower reverse. We have Death. We have the Star. We have, I already said 3 queens. The Chariot, the Hanged Man, the King of Cups. Like, there's so much. Oh, and the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. Swords is about the mind. You can't get any more clear than that, Virgo. You've been overthinking. You've been ruminating too heavily on what was. And you've been wondering why you've been stuck in what feels like the same cycle over and over again, the same sign in a different font over and over and over again. It's because your mind needed that. Your mind was gripping onto this idea that whatever is to come is just going to be more of the same. And your mind has been what's holding you back. Again, there's so much power in these cards. And with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, wasn't there another Swords that came out? And the Ace of Swords. 3 very powerful Swords cards coming out to tell you that you actually have more power over your mind than you're allowing yourself to recognize. You have more power over the perceivable cycles you feel like you're stuck in. You feel like you're stuck in that cycle because your mind is just like rolling its eyes at everything and just expecting the worst. Your intuition, your heart, your soul. There's so much power in this. King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Star, the Fool, the Chariot. Like, these are all cards that are like allow yourself to believe in the power that you hold. It's about getting out of the mind, Virgo. That's what March is going to be about. It's getting out of the mind and recognizing the role you played in the cycles that you have found yourself in over and over again. And I was just brought to look at the sticky note I have hanging up that says, "My success is inevitable." That wasn't an accident that I just looked at that. That wasn't an accident. You have to alchemize your own thoughts. You have to become the chess player rather than the chess piece, and just allowing yourself to be moved from one place to another. Once you become the chess player, like, you have the strategy, you have the ability to use your logic and your strategic side. But also, if you ask any like professional chess player, there's a flow to it. There's an intuition to it. There's a knowingness. You have to be able to read the person across from you. You can't use logic to read somebody else's energy. You can't use your mind to read somebody else's energy. You can't use your mind to read the energy of a new situation. That's something you have to feel into. That's something that's in your gut. That's something primal. That's not in your mind. That's primal energy that you use to move you forward. And going back to the Chariot is not controlled by the mind. The Chariot is controlled. It's brought forward by the body. It's this gut instinct to move, even if your mind doesn't know where you're going. That is the lesson here in the month of March. Get out of your mind. Stop letting your mind dictate what's in front of you. Stop letting your mind decide and prejudge things before you actually give it a chance to experience it. Stop letting your mind tell you this is just going to be the same thing as it was last time, because that's not the truth. Whatever is coming to you is truly something brand new, and you need to let go of this deceit. You need to let go of what you've been holding on to from these past circumstances that tell you it's going to be more of the same, because once you get out of your mind, once you give the power back to your gut, to your intuition, to your soul, to your heart, to your feelings, then you can use your mind in a really resourceful manner. Again, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Queen of Swords. These are all cards in the sword suit that allow you to use your mind for what it's supposed to be used for, rather than rumination, rather than judgment, rather than just like over and over and over again expecting the same thing. Like, there's true transformation here. And this is something that is telling, like, all of these cards are telling me that it's like, it's just around the corner. And it's almost like you bringing awareness to it by watching this video, or if it comes naturally, if it has been coming naturally for you, you bringing awareness to it is the first step to allowing your soul and your intuition to speak to you again, and opening up that channel to become like the person that is both in the spiritual realm and the physical realm, and allowing that knowledge to invite collaboration and to amplify that creativity, to amplify that connection to the self, to amplify your status in the workplace or in the community or in your relationship or in your group, whatever it is, to amplify your security. Like, it's literally just a domino effect after that. And you know what the first domino is telling your mind to shut the fuck up. Telling your mind, I don't care what you think. I'm trusting that this is right. I'm trusting that this can actually be something new. I trust that my success is inevitable. And then the mind will be like, but no buts. I trust that my success is inevitable. Believe it, Virgo, and tell your mind to shut the fuck up. It's going to be your mantra for the month of March. Whenever it starts to go down that same loop, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's it. That's it. Shoo. So Virgo, with all of that said, this was a general reading, so it's possible not everything resonated. And if that is the case, you can check out my website in the description below, and you can book with me there for personal tarot readings, astrology, human design, and numerology readings. If you did like this reading at all, leave me a like and leave me a comment and let me know how it resonated. And of course, we do this every single month for all of the signs. So if you're interested in getting your forecast for the month ahead according to the tarot cards, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys here in the future, because Virgos, I adore you. I adore you. I adore you guys. And as a fellow mercurial being, I am Gemini ruled, so I am ruled by Mercury. It's tough out here. Telling a mercurial's mind to stop, it can't. So I'm not saying this as like as a way to be like, oh, just stop thinking, you know? No, there is work to be done to make it happen. But the second, as a mercurial being, as a Virgo, as somebody that has Mercury prominently in their charts, the second you learn to take back your power, the power of your mind, and allow it to work in congruence with your body and your heart and your soul and your feelings, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. And I mean that literally. There is no limit to what you can accomplish. But you need to take back that control, and you need to release the deception. You need to release the what has happened in the past. You figure out what you need to do to heal that and release it, because it's, again, that's the first domino. And then wherever you want to go, baby. Wherever you want to go, it's yours. I believe in you guys.